Oh, I did it. Okay, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, and that's okay. Alright, let's get everything set up. Welcome to Housekeep-a-thon, an autism peer support stream. It's a cool stream. And yeah, that's pretty much that's it. That's that. Okay. I have to get the Discord set up. I have to do things. Anyways, cleaning stuff. This is what we do here. Lots of quote unquote cleaning. I have ideas about why this helps, but it doesn't even matter right now. We're still at the phase of like, if it works, do it. That's a nice break. Oh no, is this gonna open? Come on, Discord. Okay, there we go. All right, good. It did open. All right, here we go. We're over here. Having a week, having a time, having a day, having a moment, if you will. All right, let me go over to HCAD. HCAT sounds for Housekeep-a-thon, which is kind of like a running joke, I guess. I'm not sure. It's just what it got called. And I like it. So there. Test. Let me test this. Test. Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right. Seems good to me. Escape. Alright, and now I need to go here, but pop it out. Pop out. Okay. Cool. I don't really want to. Did I do the pop out? I meant to. Oh, there it goes. You know what? Fine. You can see me for a second. Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna cover me up with stuff. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Boop! Cute, right? I might just leave that as is, honestly. It's fine. I can walk back and forth a little bit. It's the same color, so it looks neat. Anyways, yeah. Welcome to this! This is what I'm doing. I hope that's cool. I'm just gonna have to... Waba! You came! Hello! I'm fine. I'm having a moment. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for stopping by. I am really liking being here rather than where I had been. Oh, sorry. I like it better. I went back to ballet yesterday for the first time in a long time, at least in person, and then I decided I want to get back into a slightly different mode of ballet for the continuation of classes I'll be taking, but it's good. You know what it is? It's not even that much, like a little bit, but I streamed Sims 4 the other day and I was getting about the same views. I even interacted with a random person who likes Sims, which rarely happened on Twitch, to be honest. So I basically just don't have to worry about, yeah. Basically, the big difference is I'm not like in a viper's den of misogynistic gamer guys. Viper's pit? Whatever those, yeah, I think it's a pit. So, I don't know. I just don't bother me here. I'm like, alright, keep your treehouse then. Alright. Yeah, so, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm not really stressing about it, especially like the work that I'm getting done is just so much more substantial. I can sit down and read different studies and not get interrupted, and like it's really great. I don't know what that was, you know, and that was the problem with Twitch, is like I'll never know what that was. Like, was it random? Was it not random? There's no way to know. And the people doing it are like the epitome of a coward. Like, you don't know who they are. There's no way to know who they are. So that's what they're banking on, is like you just don't know what's going on. Yeah. If it was easier to track, I would like be seeing what country they're in and be like, yo, as soon as I can sue the crap out of you for stalking me, I will. If should that ever become available as an option, like, bruh, I want damages. This was ridiculous. It's just bigotry. Like, it's straight up bigotry. It just is, you know? So it's like, just, yeah, it's really not even anything comparable over here. It's just like, chill. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for having me on. Regardless of that, I'm sorry that, like, I don't know what was going on there, so I also sorry that that was going on. That's not great at all. But I really got a lot out of the discussion. It felt nice to be able to share some of the things that I've geeked out on, even if in a somewhat chaotic way. But like, yeah, I really enjoyed getting to share that and appreciated it. Right, YouTube hate comments. They're yeah, like it doesn't it's not an impressive thing to do. You know what I mean? Most people walking by that, they're like, "Wow, that's a choice." Wow. You know, you have to, for someone to be like, "Wow, yeah." Like little kids. I teach some relatively young people in like the work that I'm doing with like teaching hip hop and rapping. And like there was a kid that was making a little comment all the time, like, y'all know about the comment sections? Little kids, like 11, 12-year-olds, like, you know how awful they are? They're like, yeah. I was like, let's turn off the comment sections here. We don't need to have a little side, you know, out of pocket thing. Yay, thank you. Appreciate that on the way that I organize concepts. It just, I think trying to spell it out to other people, it's like, where do I begin sometimes? But that's, you know, people get trained to be able to do that. I don't have that training, so it probably looks a little extra, yeah, a little extra, whatever that is. But yeah, like little kids know that comment sections are where, you know, nonsense happens. So you know, all the fully grown adults are like, Anyways, okay. Things for Housekeep-a-thon today. I want to do laundry, absolutely. Put away laundry. Just try to get some surfaces resolved. I think that's what I should focus on, is just like, you know, tables, end tables, these weird little surfaces. Oh, thank you, Waba. Yeah, society's traumatizing. That was the whole talk. Effectively, I need to take out trash like badly. Okay, then that's happening. Yeah, I've decided that today is a trash day for me. So I'm switching to smaller trash bags in multiple rooms, and then the plan is today I put it in a garbage every Sunday. Now, I'm resisting this for some reason. I don't know why. But it doesn't matter. Let's just do it. Let's do it right now. I think there's just multiple steps. I have to like collect all the things from all the rooms, put them in a big bag, put the big bag where it's supposed to go, then reset all of the little garbage. Yeah, no, this is full. Okay, I was correct. This is the right way to do it. I picked the right size bag for this. Very helpful, right? I hang my trash bags from hooks off of doors, because then trash and floor are not the same category, which is very important to me, because otherwise we have a big problem. Okay. Un, deux, trois. The third one. So yeah, I had a remarkably I don't know, this week a lot got recontextualized that I've been needing to recontextualize. I don't know. So I'm still in like a big sort of like processing delay on some, but it's good. It's good. Like I feel like the confusion is lessened on things that had been confusing for, you know, pretty much my whole life until now, because autism diagnosis really does give you a big boost in that. For me, you know, I was saying I'm in a book club. I was explaining, for me, getting the diagnosis was very important because I had 2 psychoeducationals. So then the diagnosis like meant like, okay, yeah, this is what it is. I really needed that after having it get missed. And why it got missed, we all kind of know, and it's very, very poster gal. Okay, let me throw this in. Okay. So yeah. Yep. Okay, laundry. I got stuff to put away. I have stuff to put in. I do need to pee. I'm gonna have to do that in a second. Yeah, the way it's less overwhelming to bring it to trash outside. That wasn't too bad just now. I do have to replace the trash bags though. The autistic thoughts go autistically. An example, you talked a lot about sociology models that need to be updated constantly and want to be disproven. So, to must your own view of your thoughts. Right. Yep. Yeah, so I think, do you know who Yosha Bach is? Yosha. I can't pronounce names very well. It's hard for me to grok what the right one is. I'll hear it and then I'll mess it up later. So I like his definition of intelligence. He just says intelligence is the ability to model. Brilliant. Yeah, he's a machine learning guy. Kind of like AI, sort of. And machine learning it's basically like adjacent to cognitive science, and they talk to each other a lot, because that's how we're designing AI. So, but yeah, he's there's a couple interesting interviews. I really like his framing of things. So like the ability to model, and to model flexibly, and to model in novel circumstances with relative accuracy, and like to have how do I say, there's a really technical term I wanted to use, the degree of certainty that you're working with, being aware of that and conscious of it. Like I can say that with this degree of certainty, like, you know, in a sort of like probabilistic, like I'm pretty sure to this degree based on these factors, this is why, this is my model. So you're constantly, you know, creating a reference point that is your ability to model, like not only the model that you made, but the abilities, and calculating how robust your abilities are, and even being able to tell people where those abilities came from. I think that's fascinating. So it's like you're modeling your own modeling. And the ability to model is context dependent, right? So there's kind of not a general intelligence in that sense. Like maybe some people can pick up more models than others, but there'll always be a point where it's like you just need to have that model, or that thing that you will be modeling, be your environment so much that it becomes extremely important that you are able to create a mental representation of it and then act in accordance with that mental representation, which is agreeing with reality, or, you know, as so much as we can interact with reality. So I really like that. Like intelligence is the ability to model. Great. But it is, you know, it is challenging for me because I'm this, like, I don't know if you've heard me say this, but maybe, but like I'm a feral intellectual is what I think of myself. I ran off into the wilderness and found books. So that can, you know, create a interesting dynamic when speaking with me, or even when I'm trying to, you know, model myself and have self-awareness of my own limits and strengths. It's pretty hard to do. For me it is. I know. I think it's hard. My experience of it is that's been challenging. Kind of surreal. Yeah, I think that's a good word for it. All right, I'm in the laundry room in case this cuts out at all, because I have to put laundry in the washer, and I have to get laundry out of the dryer. Oh shit! I still have to pee. Alexithymia, everyone. Haha. I'm like, fascinating intellectual thoughts. I have to pee. I still haven't put the new garbage bags up. Okay, hold on. The abstract modeling, I kind of was saying this the other day, is like, my brain will be like, but I'm working on something new and important. And then my body's like, we're supposed to pee. And I'm like, I know, hold on. And they're like, no, this was your first, wait, no, you have to do this. I was like, no, wait. I'm building another model. They're like, no, but you need to pee model. Come on, lady. Come on, Fady. Can I do a Fady? That'd be fun. A Fady. Okay. I felt that for a while in my 20s. I know a bit of everything and none of it seems useful, and now it is because people value me now. Hi, Shade! Welcome in. I think for me, I'm still figuring that out. I don't know where I'm at with that. I don't know. I feel like, I think I value my, let me think about this. Hold on. I think, okay, there's a study. I'm reading this book. I think I've already mentioned, you might like it, Unmasking Autism. And they just went over something in like chapter 6, I want to say. 5 or 6. Maybe 6. I don't know what I'm on. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's 6. Anywho, that we creep people out. So like autistic people can be creepy, and I always felt creepy, and it always was really weird because like I got a lot of feedback about what I must be, and then to also be creepy, it was like I don't know what to do anymore. But it's like our timing, some of our sequencing, it just like creates this creep response. However, there's a study where they inform neurotypical people that their conversational partner is autistic beforehand, and it like totally negates that creepy effect. So I think that's given me a ton of confidence just intuitively or like experientially, and now I just heard that the other day and I'm like, ooh. So just telling people, yeah, I creep people out still sometimes, but yeah, like so and then if somebody still has an issue with me, then now I know for a more concrete fact that it's been observed that people who can work with autistic people can receive that information, and then it's fine. Like the problem is fixed. It's like it's resolved basically. It's like fire. That's all I ask for. So I think that's given me even more comfort with being kind of unusual in where I am and what I'm asking to do and what I've learned to do. As a result of that, I'm feeling a bit more comfortable. So people are like, I have no idea why you're like this. That's very odd. How'd you get to be like that? I'm like, well, I'm autistic, and I have my special interests are intense. So they drove me to go into situations that were really, really challenging, and still try to figure out a way through it. And now some of that challenge was just the creep factor. I don't have to stress about that so much. I can even tell people about it. You know what I mean? I could actually give them a source. Helps and hurts in other ways. I ask for your patience and understanding, and I'm autistic and tired of neurodivergent crap. Well, yeah, and well, you mean neurotypical crap? Well, just crap. All the crap that we need, just the poop. Just, you know, nebulous poop that we have been wading through. So if me telling someone about my autism is negative, I almost feel like they're just saving me time. Like I'm like, okay, you're just not ready for this conversation, and I'm not the magical autistic manic pixie dream girl who's gonna help you to become a better person. Like, this is, I'm not a side character in your movie, homie. Like, I got shit to do. Like, a lot of shit to do. So, thanks, no thanks, I won't be auditioning for that role, bye. I got upset a lot of friends I hung around during high school and afterwards for their views on autistic. Yeah. The fun parts of finding your diagnosis in adulthood, right? I respect any and all time you gave me as a friend, a colleague, or a consultant to this crazy streaming content. Oh! You know what? I am proud to have streamers that I can consider a colleague. That's super cool, because this is a new field, right? Like, dummy new. It's so new. But anything that's going to help and have helpers in it needs to have professional standards for what I thought were obvious reasons, but clearly are not. But it's like, for you to envision the field that you're in to keep growing and to keep becoming more sophisticated as well as more inclusive, like the sophistication ultimately fosters inclusion, because you by building that, you say this is abusive and this is safe. This is healthy and this is not. Like, you're starting to make clear lines there. And it also says, like, this is the technique, this is the process. That is drama, that is bullshit, that is other shit. No. Like, this is what we are doing. That's not really part of it, right? So the idea of having, like, colleagues that can, like, start to develop that, what does it mean to be a streamer? What does it mean for a stream to develop into something bigger and better and greater and helping other people? What does that mean? And then that's inclusive ultimately, because guess what? All of these theories about our basic humanity being one and the same are correct. In crude terms, I feel like that's just the sexual fantasy people have. Yep, it is. It is. You know what? I've said this before. I'm not the only one, but I'm sure that said something of this ilk. A manic pixie dream girl is a terrible caricature of an autistic lady or girl or woman that a screenwriter met one time, unfortunately, and transferred into this ridiculous story. And also, whoever she was smarter than that guy, and he still doesn't know it. That's what that is. And the only reason he talked to her in the first place, he thought she was dippy, and he thinks dumb women are sexy. And she wasn't! The end. With minor, you know, differences and variations of this basic formula. But that's pretty much all your ingredients. That'll bake you the cake. That'll take the cake that you baked. Right. I start laundry. beep boop ba. Alright, I'm gonna clean something off my floor. So probably we'll have some people coming through for discussion time. I'm going to be working on settings for YouTube pretty soon. So there should be, I think what we'll do is like a Discord chat option just for like chatting on the stream itself, because there's no character limit. And I know that the YouTube character limit is much smaller than the the one on the nightmare place I left. You know, that place, whatever. It's better I start to forget its name. So since that's the case, that would be better. Plus, I think it'll work better for autistic chatters in general. And then we'll have something for the call-in as an option. I think we'll probably keep the call-in to roundtable discussion thing to the limits of like be a Discord neighborhood member in good standing or whatever. I only opened that other site for you anyways at that point. Yeah, it's a terrible site. It doesn't have to be, but it is. I think I was like caught up in telling everyone, you know, this doesn't have to be terrible, and then I thought they'd be excited about that news, and they were not. Some people, in fact, were quite opposed to it. Outraged, even. So yeah, this is gonna be way better. Yeah, it's not very intuitive, exactly. The other thing, too, that I think I've already said this, but I had this moment of like, oh, the people that I met on Twitch, you know, maybe they just use Twitch all the time and they won't go to YouTube. I was like, wait a second, they were literally live streaming YouTube videos all the time. What am I talking about? They'll run into me if they want to. Not a big deal. Alright, I am putting the garbage bags into position. You know what's helping me to think as I put the garbage bag into position? This is going to last for a whole week. That's actually pretty good. And then I know when I take it out, it'll be in time for it not to make my room smell. Hooray. Okay. These are all good things. Okay, that's done. Oof. That one's fine. I need one more. Sayana! Hi! Thank you. I'm happy to see you here too. I'm glad you came through. I'm liking it. You know, I did a Sims 4 stream last night, really impromptu, and it was just as successful, if not more. I would actually say more, because of somebody who just likes Sims stopped by, and that very rarely happened on Twitch, even though ironically it's supposed to be a gaming thing. And that was even successful. So yeah, I'm liking it a lot. It's opening up my mind to like other ways that I could tell people about this work. Everybody uses YouTube, so you know, I'm gonna have, I think, a way easier time telling people in meat space about this digital space, and them actually being able to come through. Yeah, so it's good. It's really good. You know, it's obviously just generally an adjustment and kind of mellow, but I'm getting more work done and better quality of work done in terms of like my goals for peer support. So I'm a happy camper. Yeah, I'm gonna make a lot more progress spending my time here towards my goals for like what like APS can do and be and contribute. So huzzah is basically moral of the story there. Thank you for asking. It's nice to get to share that. It's exciting. got one more garbage thing that I don't know where I want to put it. Hi Merlin, what you doing? You making the barks? For the Discord, why is 26 the cutoff on the lower end of the roll? Oh, so the human brain reaches maturation by 27 for sure. Some people, it's somewhere between the window of 25 to 27. Since we might experience some delays in general in the autistic cluster, we set it on the higher end. We want to make sure that people who are vulnerable to manipulation by adults are getting modeled to them that their peer group is going to be really important to connect to at that age, instead of being told they're mature by a manipulative adult, which we autistics are particularly vulnerable to. So we don't want people to be put into a context that is developmentally inappropriate or could possibly be reinforcing some harmful standards that the internet in general isn't aware needs to be considered deeply. So we're basically trying to say, like, look, you need some space from older adults when you're a younger person, and you need to feel secure in who you are and get to relay those experiences to your age-matched peer group more often than you're getting to, especially with the internet, where there's a lot of adults pretending to be not fully ass-grown adults who turn out to be very dysfunctional adults. The reason they're trying to hang out with little kids, teenagers even, is they don't have a functioning adult dynamic in their brain, even though they're fully mature, and they're trying to basically take advantage of people who don't realize there's something really messed up about them, especially if it's perverted in some way. So yeah, we're just like anti-grooming on the biggest sense. Yep. Yes, Shade. This reminded me of moments that adults tried to talk to me online when I was very, very young. Yes. And some of those old adults are looking for some of the traits of our autism. And since we often don't have either trusted adults that we can talk to, like, big brother, big sister sort of a dynamic, something like this, we can't get help to check if this person's safe or not. We can basically get exploited just for the fact that we don't have a lot of mentors or peers. So when you're younger, we want to say, okay, the older autistics in this group are going to have some amount of a mentorship role to you. This is appropriate. And if you need to ask us about another suspicious person who may be in our peer group, the older peer group, we can tell you that person's fucked up, and we can give you, trustworthy advice and support and reassurance. And meanwhile, you can also get a sense of like what your own peers really sound like, especially age-matched peers of autistic, backgrounds, because we often don't even get to situate ourselves with that age. And just feeling like an outsider constantly is not helpful when it comes to older adults trying to exploit you, right? Like, you don't know what's normal or appropriate, or what you just don't know. You just don't have a reference point. So we're trying to create more reference points for us. Yup, exactly, Shade. Yup, I didn't know anything was up, but my dad noticed exactly this. Yeah, yep. Yeah, we do. So for part of the safety skills that we're going to be emphasizing in this space, that's going to be super important. And also just letting us know that, like, we do actually mature. Our maturation process looks different because we're not ducks, as I like to say. Yo, Shade. Yup. People think I sound like just about everything that I'm not. It's amazing. I'm like, can you stop guessing? Like, if this was Jeopardy, you'd have 0. You'd have negative money. But when you're younger and you don't know yourself very well, it's a very normal part of your development to try to ping the outside world to try to figure out what you are. You're trying to get some sonar echolocation. What the heck am I anyway? And those are just the wrong adults to get that feedback from, and they are very predatory towards autistic youth. Yeah, so that's some of the logic, and just reinforcing awareness of our developmental stages, because sometimes we get treated like we're not going through them. We just have a different set of experiences along that continuum. Our continuum is different, but we still cluster together. I think it's important for us to get to know. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, just let them believe whatever they want, you know, Shade? Just like, if they're gonna guess wrong anyways, they might as well make something patently ridiculous. And then you know that their modeling abilities are just not there. You're like, oh, I don't have to worry about you. You believe nonsense. Why would you even think that that's a reasonable conclusion? You're not very good at understanding what you're looking at or combining ideas. Not gonna worry too much about your opinion. It will be silly. Hypothetical person who does that. Yes, Shade, this is accurate. Maybe it's not that bad and people will learn to get offline. I think we need to pass down knowledge, like 100% need to pass down, especially any of us in the autistic community that have the right intersection to have encountered a lot of predators coming at us. Like, you know, like in old-timey cartoons when they're all trapped on a deserted island and somebody turns into a steak or a hot dog. Like, I was born a hot dog, a piping hot dog, and these predators are like running after me with like forks. So it's important for me to share that knowledge with the next generation of autistics, and also people from my generation and older who went through that, so that they can process some of the trauma and realize it's not their fault at all. We just look like a steak. Right. Yeah. That shouldn't have happened with zero parental. Yeah, I know. I feel that. It's just a different set of considerations for autistic people. And we can survive it and get through it. It's not fair to go through it without that being explicitly spelled out, that we have a different reality to navigate, even just outside of our own impairments and strengths and weaknesses, our profile being spiky and different. We also have a different category of people that are going to try to create problems for us and possibly abuse or exploit us. It's profound. It's very different. It's very there. And I want to also like anti-gaslight y'all that have been through that, or anti-scapegoat y'all that have been through that. They were just clocking your autism, the fact that you were alone, and they were trying to get something out of you. That was very inappropriate. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, she got diagnosed autistic too. Well, I'm glad you found another. Oh, I don't know. Another. Does anyone know the movie The Red Balloon? Another red balloon, maybe? That could have been something terrible. Yep. Yeah, we shouldn't be depending on luck, right? That ain't fair. Especially when this is predictable. Do you see what I'm saying? Shouldn't he having to depend on luck when this is consistently a pattern that happens to autistics of all different presentations, but we have a particular group of people that gets targeted by these types of predators, and this external to our autism. It's they're clocking our autism to see this as a particularly juicy steak, but you know, it's usually somebody who has, it's usually, I'm just going to put it where it is, there is a cluster of somewhat deranged dudes who are attracted to children and females, but that's like, they're usually pretty messed up. And yep, we get targeted by those people more than you'd think, I guess, because nobody's warning us. But I will tell you, We need to know about that, and then we can realize this isn't about me. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just going to deal with these ding-dongs because of being autistic, and they think they can get what they want. And that's weird, but it is what it is. Now, what could our society do about that? A whole bunch of things. Very open to suggestions over here, but regardless of that, it just is what it is. And we can do something about that in terms of, helping each other and preparing each other. And even after the fact, healing from it, being able to navigate spaces that are safer and not having to, listen to grooming that said for us not to question the behavior of others that as abusive. It's like, no, that's abusive. I'm not being sensitive. That's their go-to for me. It's like, you're sensitive. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm perceptive. Is that what you mean? I'm very perceptive and you're very obvious? You're very obviously doing abusive shit? You're obviously manipulative? You're obviously exploitative? Is that what you mean? Another bone I have to pick with these socialization people, especially AFAB people, which is other people's emotions are not your responsibility. Yep. You should read 2 books I always recommend, How Emotions Are Made. If you read How Emotions Are Made and combine that with Kate Mann's book, she's a feminist philosopher. She starts her training as a logician, which is beautiful. So she has a book called Down Girl, The Logic of Misogyny. Highly recommend that. That will go over that in depth, in detail, and she has a very nice theory and framework. So she'll say that human males will be seen, because it is essentialist, so I will use male and female because it's essentialist. Males will be seen as human beings. Females will be seen as human givers. We do affect regulation. If we do not do affect regulation of a male that does not know affect regulation because he's a male and he doesn't need to learn that, we'll just take care of it for him, he may become angry and hurt us, which he's entitled to do because, well, he needed the affect regulation. We didn't give it to him, and the only emotion that he's ever learned is anger. That's a recipe for disaster. Or death. You won't hate people more. You'll be more discerning. Highly, 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 highly recommend. Particularly How Emotions Are Made. That one will actually make you like people more. We do encourage it. You know why? Well, okay, the book is going to get into this, but basically it gets also into this idea of, or it nicely connects with this idea of mindset theory, that fixed growth mindset with Carol Dweck. So we're saying to boys, you are superior and a leader. You are X, Y, and Z innately, right? Anytime they are challenged and it is shown that they are incompetent, they have no emotional regulation skills, and they are very, very motivated to deny that that's happening. So what you do, if somebody's accusing you of a thing that is quite true, and you don't want it to get out, oh, that's very easy. You eliminate the evidence, which is the perception, which is the person doing the perceiving. So you're creating like a very predictable antagonistic relationship and dynamic between people socialized under this dichotomy as males and people socialized as females, who have to play along just so they can get back to doing what they want to do with their lives. Even in the best of circumstances, there's only so much you can stand up against this if you're outnumbered, because it becomes a threat to your safety when you were just trying to go from point A to point B, studying whatever it is you're interested in. Well, yeah, broken boy who's never taught about emotions or how to be empathetic. Yeah, this is well established, and I've heard this making the rounds, so people are aware of this, that parents, caregivers socialize boys with less emotion words and concepts to describe emotions. Okay. I have a question, which is not one I could ask in person. How do you bring up stuff about this without someone getting upset thinking you're blaming them? Yep. Okay. The way that I start off is to say, none of us picked to be on this planet with this timeline of our species. Our species is vulnerable to dichotomous thinking, apparently because it's helped us to understand the basics of we're going to die and we don't want to die. We also happen to be not nocturnal, so the sun is very important to us, right? So our first gods were sun gods. And we started to make shorthands, which are dyads. So we'll have light, dark, morning, evening, alive, dead, good, bad, man, woman. So you let them know that that's the thinking error that humans were susceptible to in the first place, and we can have a lot of really fascinating discussions as to how we end up here. But none of us chose to be on this planet with this species stuck in that thought error. They didn't choose it. And what we've lost through this lineage and not being able to get unstuck, it's like a finger trap. It teaches you to pull, so it reinforces itself very easily. What we lost was our bond with each other. And what we're trying to regain is that bond with each other. And that feeling of resistance that they're having is exactly why we're still lost. And it just takes a while. I would say most people that I've talked to about this, there's like a 4-month period of like sort of getting against it, and then they have an aha moment, and then at 6 months they really think they have an aha moment, and then at 8 months they really think they have an aha moment, and somewhere about a year you're starting to get to be colleagues, and in a sense, on this discussion. Yeah, you just have to know that reassure them that nobody chose to be in this dynamic. So there's no way to be accused of wanting this. Nobody wants this. Or nobody can want this. Because we didn't choose it out of a field of options. This is not what happened to us. Now, from there, lots of interesting things happen because brains are weird. But you just have to reassure the person that, like, this was not a choice. And there's no way to unpack this easily. Not only is this not a choice, this is a freaking mess. So to be able to get out of it, a finger trap that teaches you to pull every day of your life is kind of a marvel of human intellect. So if we can get to that point, our species will really have a big feather in its cap. Our species will have a feather in its cap, not individual people. Because this is a species-wide failure, right? So let them know it's a species-wide failure, and it's a reinforcing ideology that like tells you to do the exact opposite thing. Well, not exact. That's the thing, is like opposites don't exist. It tells you to do the thing that will make you feel more stuck. It tells you to do the thing that will make the whole of this social order constrict around you and hold you in place. Does that make sense? So the finger trap, if you try to get out, it will constrict around you and try to hold you in place. So they're experiencing some of that as you suggest there's an out. And the out is a radically different way of thinking. Something that we can't even imagine when we're trapped inside. And we're trying to imagine what it would be like to even get to imagine. So this is a very sophisticated mental operation. That would be my advice. Granted, I think the bigger part of it is just knowing that it takes time. And some people just can't do it. Like, the way that I like to say it is, if this metaphor starts to hit for you, you can move on. You know the whole, like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink? Okay, so if you feel like you're dragging a dead horse to water, or a horse that just, like, lies on the floor and plays dead, and then what are you gonna do? Then you're gonna what? Like, you can't even, so if you feel like you're dragging their pseudo-lifeless dead horse corpse to the drinking, you know, fountain or whatever, to the watering hole, you can stop. I think, and I agree with that, Waba, and I think every guy that has that ahead of them needs to read How Emotions Are Made by Lisa Feldman Barrett and geek out on Lisa Feldman Barrett's work. Their first hurdle to doing that is Lisa Feldman Barrett is not a man. So that's already, they're already going to hit a wall, a nice sturdy wall. But they should read How Emotions Are Made, and also she has a lot of online resources too that they can keep learning. But they need to learn about the theory of constructed emotion, and not summarized by a dude. Lisa Feldman Barrett is a rare neuroscientist who can talk to a lay audience successfully. Read her book. Yeah, it's not even the encouragement. That's why I was saying that it constricts around you. I think it's beyond encouragement. I think it squeezes you. When people see you leaving, they just grab on harder. Have you ever heard of the, like, crabs in a bucket thing? Thank you. That's her cinematic lecture, yeah? Love it. It is a cult, correct. Wonderful, Kyle. Thank you. And so, okay, so let me explain forced socialization a little bit, how I would view it, especially in light of what I know from the theory of constructed emotion. So there's a social reality, yes? And the people that have bought into the social reality do not realize that it is a social reality, and they need it to be accurate. The reason they need it to be accurate is your brain is demanding of you all the time that you keep your organism safe. The way that we accomplish this as humans, because of the sophistication of our intelligence, is by modeling our environment and making predictions about it. If your social reality has given you a false environment that is socially constructed, the emperor has no clothes and yet we must ooh and ah, you have been moving around in the actual environment within a delusion. You have been hurting yourself and others while not being cognizant of it at all because you believed the social fiction over the actual damage, the actual cause and effect. Why is this a problem? That means your entire life you failed at your one job. Can you imagine the pain that you would then have to process? The one thing that you have been obsessed with as a defining characteristic of a person, as a human, that is your defining characteristic. You failed and you didn't notice that you failed. That is bad. You cannot keep yourself safe. And not only that, people that you loved didn't keep you safe. People that you loved were not kept safe by you because you used the social reality in place of reality and couldn't tell. So welcome to, that would be an existential supernova. So gender, yeah, so this predates capitalism by a lot. Also, keep that in mind. Even though we're so locked into it. And so I'm going to challenge a couple things because my understanding of feminism predates some of the current conversations online about gender. So I'm like, oh, everybody's late to the party. So I'll say something a little bit interesting here. So we are aware of life and death, right? And we have a tendency to create reference points to life and death across everything that we see that could be paired. So ultimately, this is a response to sexual dimorphism. So we saw that we have a male in the species, a female in the species, and we started to create a metaphor for life and death and assigned death to one and life to one. You also can do this with various things. For example, let's say I said to you, plastic water bottle, or what's popular now? What do people do these days? Reusable, vegan, glass water bottle. Which one's life and which one's death? You already know. You already know. And somebody else could actually have the position that the other one's life, the other one's death, because that's basically what we're working with. Now, as a shorthand, this is a very useful thing to do. But once we get into complexity, where we are a tool-making species, and we start to assign this to the shit we make, now we have a big problem. So this is social reality. So we construct various inventions, including thought inventions, conceptual inventions, and then we continue to assign life-death to them. In psychology, this could be called splitting. Why are we doing this? Because we have a continuous pain signal in our brains all the time. This is what it means to be a human. Many religions promise that this could stop happening, which is impossible because this is definitively what we are. We are a pain signal going ow, 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 ow. And we get to get a break from that pain signal, not because a different signal happens, but because it gets stopped. All things that block fear, pain, danger, threat are interruptions of the signal. There's other chemical processes that are happening as well, and I won't say that those aren't happening, but usually this is to get you away from danger, to continue. It gives you get a burst of energy. Gee, I wonder why that would be useful. So all of this is fun. All of this is fun to think about, right? But in practice, what we've created is a lot of confusion that we could resolve, but it's very difficult because it means we're going to have to start to put things into really sophisticated thought technologies. We can't go simpler. We have to go into a very cognitively demanding, metabolically demanding thing, and most people don't want to do that. Because they're scared. It means if it's hard that they're stupid because of the fixed growth mindset issue. That's something that's overlapping. That's going to be a big problem. There's other reasons as well, but that's one that I would see as like a huge issue. If something is making your brain hurt, you're learning. If you're making mistakes, you're learning. If you're feeling inadequate, you're learning. All right. See, if you believe you're in essentialism, then like it's better to go the ignorant path, because then you can just believe you're smart magically because you were born in the right box. But yeah, do you want to hear my opinion on why things come back to capitalism?
Are you washing clothes?
Yes, ma'am. It's my stream.
Turn on the.
I live with my parents.
This could be washed too.
Okay. Well, that also, yeah. I'll bring that up in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to. I can do it. I'll bring them up. I have to do it because I'm doing my cleaning stream.
Oh, yeah.
On Sunday. It's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
My mom. Okay. Hold on. My mom's still looking at the heat. Her heater's broken. Okay. What is supposedly determined in a capitalistic system about people? What quality is supposedly revealed when people are in capitalism about individual people? And think about two groups of people. What two qualities are supposedly revealed about all people if we split them into two groups by capitalism? What is it supposed to expose or show about their character, nature, traits? Okay, we got worth. What shade? What would you say? Status, security. I got a slightly different answer, but these are all you'll see where I'm going with this for sure. Yeah. No. So in capitalism, right? Oh, no, we'll agree. I'm gonna go a little further. You could say either downstream or upstream with what I'm gonna say. So in capitalism, if we split people into two kinds of people under this, what does this system say that it's revealing about people? This group versus that group. What's different about them in capitalism? What is capitalism supposed to show about, I'll say, human nature or defining traits of individual people? What would capitalism supposedly determine about people? Finances, self-worth, hard work in your employment is your worth. My fiance read a book that talked about where that came from once. What it's supposed to determine is ownership. And the split is, if you don't own something, you are owned. And it keeps nesting this. So you can have a hierarchy of ownership. So it's about turning people into property, potentially. Because there's, out of any two people, one person is the owner and the other is owned. So it's a I think what's happening here, it still is light, dark, alive, dead, etc. and so forth, except the split now between life and death is owning and owned. I need to read Laziness Does Not Exist. I've heard that too. Did you read that? It does sound like a great book. I think I'd like to read. I've had such a positive experience so far with Unmasking Autism too that I'm pretty biased towards going towards it. I also just got my Audible credit. But so basically, oh heck yeah, okay, I'm definitely doing that. Thanks, Sienna. That pushed me completely over the edge. So for me, it's like, it's very obvious why ownership would be better than being owned, because the owner of something is entitled to move it around. You basically take the agency away from something and you have all of the agency. If you own something, we have this idea that therefore entitles you to do whatever you want to it. And if there's a challenge to your ownership, that can even lead under this to abusive behavior, right? Because you're trying to show that, oh, I can do whatever I want to this. You do not have boundaries because I own you. Some people hate it. The way to think about it, so your brain processes information in multiple modalities. Processing information auditorily is different than visually, is different than even just thinking in your own head. So you just may have something that's more robustly myelinated, like that neural pathway might just be really robust and thick and juicy, chonky. So that's how you process. Cool, the book is actually healing for me, challenged me to rethink my worth being attached to productivity. Yeah, and like, yeah. I need to read it because I got no comment and I'm not quite sure. Oh, I always speed it up. I always listen to audiobooks way, way, way fast. But yeah, so I think like translate status into this sounds really weird, but translate status into a light switch. Occasionally somebody will pretend that a dimmer switch is a new advancement in technology. It's not. It's just changing the light switch in slow motion. So just know that our actual status is alive, dead, good, bad, safe, threatened, safety, danger. So we're just trying to knock out the so basically if you think about your own safety, your pain signal will go down. So we're just doing that. We're just using a biohack, but doing it in a way that destroys most of our civilization's potential to be a species that's worth existing. You know, torture, fun stuff like that. Just being awful. But there's a ton of helpers. There's a ton of people that don't want to do that. And their paradigm is basically, am I helping or am I not helping? Is it helping or is it not helping? Beautiful. You can just run with that all day. And then it's a really great question because you can start with yourself. You need to be in working order to help others, correct? And then you can get into other systems and be like, does it seem to be helping? Does it not seem to be helping? And if you get out of social reality, you're going to start to be working with the actual cause and effect situation. Then if you solve something for yourself, it's probably going to solve for a lot of other people. You're going to find some consistencies, and then you can make some nice decisions based on that, as well as just tell people that's what you're doing too, and then they can evaluate if they think that it's likely you're working well or not, if your models are robust and working and fluid and dynamic or not. I think that can work. Your pace may be just something that is hitting some sort of a support vacuum that you need to fill with cool stuff. Yeah, I agree with that, Sayana. I need to get into that habit as well. Also, can I recommend very strongly these spiky rings? These are great. They're like, wait, can you see that? They're sensory rings and they're spiky, and you can roll them around and they like roll in on themselves, and I love them, I love them, I love them, I love them, I love them. Okay, I must continue to do stuff. Alright, thank you for letting me have a discussion for a minute there. Alright. Oh god, this is my favorite stim of all time. It's so good. It's so freaking helpful. Highly, 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 highly recommend. And like, yeah, it's just good. I have dermatillomania issues. One of my destructive stims is dermatillomania, and this is phenomenal if you have that as a very sticky stim that you're like, meh, it's better than my other possible stims in some instances, so fine. But yes, this is a good thing if you have that. I definitely will pick to do this instead of dermatillomania. It's more attractive to my brain, and this is good. Like far more. It's like, this is delicious. I want to have. So I'm going to try just keeping it in my hand while I keep working through the HCAT things to do. But yeah, thanks for letting me ramble on about that. Again, recommend books. Thank you for the book recommendation, Sayana. I'm definitely going to read it. I'm definitely going to get that as my next audiobook, in fact, because yes, that's just happening. I can do that. Okay. What else to say? What else to add? Alright, good night. Yay, take care. Thank you for contributing. Glad you came. Make the most of this beautiful day or night. Alright, I gotta put stuff in the dryer. Cool. Or I also need to take stuff out of the dryer. I didn't realize that. Whoops. Yeah. Boop 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 boop. Okay. Thank you everybody for coming too. I feel really good about moving over here. Like super good. It's nice to have that. Okay. What else? Okay, stuff goes in dryer. It's only like 1:18. Oh, it's actually, we aren't even halfway through. It's nice. I still have a lot of time. I was worried I spent too much time discussing the fun things, but I'm doing good. Yeah, I've been believing a lot more is possible lately. And that's nice. So yeah, thanks everyone for contributing to that conclusion. There's been a lot of good things happening from working on a peer support little digital neighborhood. It's been one of the most important things that has happened in my life for sure. If people want to check in on like where they are with different to-do things, please let me know. Let the folks know. Merlin's cutie pie. Housekeeping wise, wondering which thing I should start with. Okay, thanks, Hal. Okay, I would recommend, let's see. What have I done earlier on too? I want to think about this. Start with something that you feel the most confident about doing, like something that you have a good track record of at least attempting a lot. I would do that one. So don't go after the thing that you've never done. Go after the thing that you've attempted multiple times, ideally perhaps with some success, like hence you kept attempting it. Go for that one, that sort of activity or task. Yep, I know that literal situation. Yep. I've been there many times. Yeah, I would take a scan around your environment and then think about, like, okay, what would be the thing that I've worked on multiple times, repetitively, Groundhog Day, and I do make some traction on it, and it's not something I've never managed to work on or make any traction on. The fun of laundry for 2 people. Ugh. Yeah, Kyle's gonna be doing the washing part. I like folding stuff because I have a folding board and it's a lot of fun to use. So I'm like, I will fold the laundry, but you can wash the laundry. You should get a folding board. Did I tell you about that? Get a folding board. And then do the Marie Kondo method. So she folds things up and then stacks them in a vertical orientation. So like the edge is popping up and it kind of looks like a, like a book. Like as if the shirt or whatever is like a book and you're slotting it into place, so then you see the edge of each of your shirts. Oh, I don't have enough closet space for how many t-shirts I have and stuff. I do have to fold those up. I got too much clothes. Because special interest clothing, I've pared it down. This is as pared down as it's getting right now. Yeah, special interest clothing means more of that is part of my stuff because it's one of my collections. Yeah, I would get a folding board. I love it. It does help a lot. And I mean, I still haven't figured out exactly how I want to prep for it, but there's got to be a way to prep for it. But like, folding boards are great. There's these plastic boards, you put it down, it uniformly folds. It has nice sort of tactile noises and feelings. Hi! Welcome to the waking world. Clothes isn't so bad as a special interest, to be honest. Like, it actually streamlines a few things once you get past a certain, like, extinction barrier where, like, it gets really sophisticated and convoluted, and then you can start to simplify and be like, this is exactly the line that I like. This fabric works for me. This. You can get to this, like, nice sweet spot with it. So then it's yeah, it's not a huge investment, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like gaming is way more expensive as a special interest than clothing. Because it's just like the latest, the newest, the latest, the newest. Much harder to navigate that one. Clothing, it goes in waves and cycles, and you can start to develop your own personal style, and then it kind of doesn't matter what's on the shelves and the stores and the runways. You're like, I can make my own commentary on this. You basically start to be able to speak in clothes. It's neat. It's a language. Yeah, space management is going well. Wolves and Astros, Kyle knows. Yeah, folding boards are really cool. I think you should get one, Sayana. It's very inexpensive. This is what mine looks like. I like this one. It's got kind of this, like... Here, let me go over here for a second. It's got this weird pattern on it. And it looks like this. It has these straps on it. Kind of So if you see one that looks like this like sort of seashell-y-esque pattern, I've been enjoying this one a lot. Pretty durable. You can hear how it folds. Very fun. I'll have to put that in survival gear too. I don't think it's in there, but it should be. Okay. And what am I doing? Extinction barrier extinction event? Maybe, I don't know what to call it. Anyways. Beep boop beep. I love jazz while doing this. I don't know, it sets the right tone for me. Piano jazz makes me feel better, and I don't care why. Boop bop. Oh yeah, wireless headset? Good, good, good. That is good, I am glad. What kind did you end up getting? Just curious, because I bet the sound must be adequate as well. And happy to hear this. That is marvelous. Oh, a gaming headset by Corsair. Oh, awesome. Huh. Yeah, I have a JBL gaming headset just because I'm familiar with the brand, but Corsair, I don't know. I'm gonna take a little peek what theirs look like. I kind of got this one because it just lights up. I was like, that's fun. That's basically was my whole thinking process. I was like, mid-range, expensive, great. Oh, some of these are really cute. Huh. Neat. And being RGB is a bonus for me, right? I mean, why the heck not? Oh, you're not a bright... Oh, I see. You're not a bright colors kind of person. Got it, got it, got it. Oh. Cool. Thank you. Check that one out. Ooh. Yeah, that's the one I thought it might be. QL. Did you get the black one or the white one? The white one looks cool as shit. Discord certified. Damn, maybe I should have bought that one. Black. Oh, okay, yeah. When white's available, I'll usually buy it because I just like to be weird. And I'm like, white's a little weird. I'll take it! Can I be a little weird? Excellent. That's all I ask for. Not super weird, but a little weird at all times. Thank you. You're generic, yeah. I think color has always connected with me as a way to, like, I don't know, express my feelings and mood and stuff. It's definitely been something that but then again, that would be why I was like, fashion is cool, makeup is cool. I started to use that as a way of thinking about self-expression. Alright. It's dark blue. Aw, that's sweet. I picked out the engagement ring I want, and I was like, you want to see mine? The one that I want? I'm gonna calm down now. We don't have to do that. That's too weird for me. I'm like, stop it, Jane. What did you just say about wanting to be a little weird? How? That's a very generic lady type thing to do, so you stop that now. For shame. What are you trying to do? Oh, a sapphire. Aw. Oh, I have to have something to do with mine. I've known basically what I wanted since I was a little kid. Something weird, you see. And I found a version of it that I was like, hell yeah. Well, as a little kid, I thought something impossible would be cool, but it turns out it's impossible, so we can't do that. But there's something that I found. I'm like, that's it. I want that. I do not want anything but that. I guess it'd be like a wedding ring, because I don't see the difference. Like, I just want one ring. And then, well, I guess you're supposed to get a band with it or something. I don't know. I guess the wedding ring is a band. I don't know. I don't care. The pretty one. I don't know how this all works. I just want the pretty thing that I want. It's a flower. It's a rose. It's so pretty. Alright. I don't know what that was. But I love myself just the same. Radical self-love. Anyways, yeah, so, okay. Still working on putting stuff away. Got this to put away. Burp. I organized my baskets for my medication system, medication, vitamins, supplements system. Proud of that. I don't either. We're doing a courthouse thing, so I'm okay with the sound being different. Word. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do you know how expensive this whole process is, potentially? Like, do you know how expensive it is to do what people think is normal? Whew! Why? Don't they know that there's a housing crisis? Like, why would you blow it on that? Makes no damn sense. Get married and then live in a, like, storage unit? Like, what are you gonna do? Hell no. You need that money. Yeah, it's too stressful for me too. I'm like, I'll have a meltdown. Why would I want to have a meltdown? Yeah. That's a really good idea. I think my general vibe would be, I need money to have a house or a home or something. Something make any sense at all in that general vicinity. 10K, that's insane. That just doesn't even make any sense. That's cheap? Jeez Louise. Nah, screw that. Listen to my perspective, okay? Number one, I like dressing up because of fashion. So I was like, ooh, I get to wear a fashion thing, and then that was it. That's as far as my brain went. It's like, okay, cool ring, cool fashion thing, cool. All right. Wait, what? I have to do something else? What do you mean? What? Why? I thought you just show. I saw that Cinderella type vibe. You know what I mean? You just go into a church and they're like, wow, look at you two together. You sexy beast, get out of here. And you're like, all right, bye. And then you like, people throw rice and then you jump in a car or something or a carriage and then you just blast the hell out of there. I thought that's what it was. I thought that everybody just showed up. You have on your whole ball gown. You know what I mean? You stand there, people cry, whatever. They're like, wow, that's so cool. They're cute. Look at how cute they are. And then you walk out. And you leave for your honeymoon or whatever. You just leave. That's not what happens. Are you kidding me? Who would want to... What? Why? They lied to me. I really genuinely thought that's all it was. Genuinely. It seemed dope. I was like, I get to wear one of the best dresses I've ever worn in my life, okay? Basically, put on dress. Get makeup done. A little stressful. Have some dope hair accessories. Dope. Walk down thing. Yeah? Like, you know, so get dressed, time to get dressed, but that'll be exciting because I will have put together the best outfit ever. And then you show up at a church, right? And it's big, it's gorgeous. You walk down in the beautiful dress. Everyone's like, damn, her sense of style is impeccable. And then you stand next to the very attractive person that I happen to be dating, which is me. You know, dating that, whatever, you get it. And then we just stand there together like, damn, fire. And then we're like, yeah, you're cool. And then we high five, and then we leave. I thought that's what it was. Yeah, my mom does not care. I'm lucky in that regard. Again, 2 parents, very autistic. It's great. On that aspect, on that metric, very great. 10 out of 10. But yeah. I really thought it was just going to be my crowning fashion moment, and then just people being like, you did it! Wow, Jane! You beat the odds! And then they're just like, you beat the freaking odds! It's like, I know, right? Woo! Now get out of here! Go have a day! Go on a walk! Go to the park! Have a picnic! I don't care! It's your life! Bye! I just thought they just were gonna show up and be like, wow, it's a miracle! And then go. Yeah, I'm not a child. My mother knows how to understand. Yeah, I hear you. I think that's more often the case. I got pretty, well, I don't know. I think it's less common that people get parents that are both spectrum, so it's kind of like you're all on an alien outpost together. It has its disadvantages as well, I will say, but definitely in that specific area, huge advantage. Big positive outcome from that for me. So I do appreciate it. I didn't have to worry about the stress of that, which was dope. I have like one aunt that's married in that tries to ask me like, so are you getting married yet? And I'm like, I don't know. Just like calling us on Christmas and stuff, and occasionally that's happened, and I'm like, lady, I don't know. Allie's wedding was a courthouse wedding and then a reception. Yes, the reception in the yard that was set up and put together by family and friends. Well, that's cute. I like that. I'm glad family and friends did it. I'm sure it still costs a decent bit, at least as much as fancy dinner party. I told my mother that I have something that makes me opposed to struggling to expressing emotions in the normal way, and that's it. Oh, word. Does your mom not know about your autism? But it was still really nice and didn't have any of the baggage that a traditional wedding would have. Yeah, that sounds nice. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. That's interesting. I'd be curious, if you don't mind sharing, if you want to keep it off the table of conversation, then don't worry about it. But, like, I would be curious what led you to that being the right choice. That's interesting to me. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Your therapist on degrees. I'm glad that you also like ran that by your helper around, because that can gives you more security. Be like, okay, I understand that this is an exceptional thing to do, but this is important. Yeah. You're open to telling him. Cool. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. Hearing that perspective and the dynamics. It's good for me to be conscious of that too, as like someone hosting the peer support space, and we'll have a lot of people with overlap with that experience as well. So thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to move into his state, I think I'll tell him. Cool. Yeah, sounds like good choices, and you've had the support person helping you to check over those choices too, which is always excellent. I generally advise that, just so even just so you're not psyching yourself out, because that's part of the whole navigating your life as an autistic person that has these exceptions, that it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to take exception to this, and then just feeling solid in that decision is important. Yeah, because we can get gaslit and stuff. Society can kind of be overly critical of our decisions at times in ways that are not helpful. My mother can be Right. I see. My mom was apprehensive at first, but she's really come around and even gone as far to do more to understand what it means for me to be autistic. Yeah, I've noticed that. Okay, I'm working on the part of this, which is seeing if surfaces can get more or less cleaned off. Okay, I have to take a quick pee break. I'll be right back. I need... I can do this one. Okay, I'm sitting down for a second, hold on. Y'all are kind of having a moment of peer support. That's good. Oh, that's cool, Shade. That's good. Yay! Intergenerational, familial, peer support. What? That's a whole new thing that we could be doing. I feel I'm doing that with my parents too. I hope I am. I want to be, I should say. Aww. That's sweet, Shade. Happy to hear that. Okay, I'm starting to hit a little bit of a wall with these surfaces. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna move to this one. Switch surface that I'm worrying about. I'll do more with that in a bit. Half siblings are not made. Ah, I see. Mm-hmm. thought of that. That'd be great. My family dynamic is fun like that to explain. Oh yeah. No worries. That makes sense. Yeah. I feel like, well, actually growing up I felt pretty odd because most of the other kids that I met, their parents were divorced and had, you know, blended family dynamics like that. It's pretty weird to not be in that camp, actually. Like, there's like, it's more common to have to clarify that your parents, like, basically, the unusual thing to say is my parents are still together. Like, parents being divorced is kind of the default. in my experience. Maybe this is coming from a city or something, I don't know. But that was like what I encountered most. I was like, oh, weird. I'm weird. Weird as me. If Cal's in chat, I'm throwing away your ball of wax. We got there's like a vegan Baby Bells. It worked as a sauce, by the way. I melted it onto pasta and it was good, but I didn't like them plain. And like it just got into it. We had 2 packs of them, and Kyle made a giant wax ball out of it, and I'm like, I'm throwing this away now. I hope you're fine with it, cause ew, that was gross. You wanted it? Do you want it? Do you want your wax ball? I mean, it's a fresh garbage. You want me to pull it out of the garbage? I don't know. I don't want to have it here. It's gross. I can put it in a baggie for you. Can you? Oh, I can toss it? Okay, I thought you were going to say yes, and I was going to get out the garbage for you. I love you so much I would take something out of the garbage for you, Kyle. Just to make you happy. Even though I can't understand. I don't need to understand. As long as you're happy. Okay. I run out of... Aw, man. Do I not have any more coat hangers? Poop. Oh well, I can put this on something else. Okay. No, you're fine. No worries. Thanks for letting me know, Kyle. I won't say anything else about your balls of wax while you're away. Alright, oh, I'm a little tired. But that's to be expected. Boy, was it ever a week. I had me a week. Burp. Okay. Yeah, this week was something. Raining pretty hard today, might call for another. Yeah, let's just rain check it. No, I'm tired too. I'm cold enough in my own apartment without being wrenched in rain. Yeah, and the heater doesn't work over here, so we've got like space heaters, and it's so don't even. We'll get there. It's it's a lot is going on. It's okay. Yeah, a lot's going on. Sometimes we just have to chill out, We'll get there. We're not dropping the ball. In fact, we've got a whole new set of balls that are not easy to drop. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I regret that metaphor. I regret it so much. It doesn't work. It was bad. It was a mistake. Oh boy. It's okay. Hi, Hokey Man! Welcome in. Alright, I'm clearing off surfaces is one big goal right now. It's sort of getting there. Could stand to do more, to be really honest, but still not bad. Sometimes you try and miss. Sometimes the misses are very funny. Thank you. This is why I enjoy clowning. I have a knack for it. I gotta do something with this that's productive, because it's definitely never gonna stop. I checked, I'm stuck with this. Okay. I need to get some more masks. I might go over to Stonestown and grab those. Just, like the whatever Miniso there has good disposable masks that are cute. Oh, nice, Sienna, you did it! Laundry folded and put away. Good job. Good job. You missed the first few hours. That's okay. Can we get automated live notifications in Discord from YouTube? I think we can. I don't know how to set that, but yes. I don't know how to set that, but we can. I can also be better about putting it in there, but automated would be a smarter solution than relying on my brain, because it's made out of I have autism in every cell of my body. So, yeah. You know how it is. Yeah, that's part of what we were gonna work on today, but we can work on it tomorrow or even Tuesday. Both of those days are open and available in many. Well, Tuesday's particularly good, but we'll see. We'll see. What am I doing? Surfaces. Surfaces. Okay. I want to take a nap. Oh, I love naps so much. They're so good. Although, there's things that I love more than naps, but I like to do all of them in the same day. If I do all the things I love and nap, like that's the best day. That is amazing. Oh, that doesn't fit that. I just had like this flash of like a 90s commercial that doesn't exist with a kid just running in. You know how they used to have like spiked gelled hair and stuff and really bright t-shirts? They'll run in and be like, naps are rad! Tuesday's perfect. We'll do Tuesday. Yeah, getting notified. Yeah, we can fix this. Either need a new bot to do it or we need to pay for Me 6 Premium. Okay, we'll figure it out. Premium might be the best solution, so we'll get there. Oh, that was cute. I was like, I'm getting over my cold though. I'm just kind of snotty now, but starting to feel quite a bit better. Hooray! Can we make that commercial? Yeah. You should skateboard in. I think we can do it. I think we should do it. And then like an electric guitar plays, or like this big electric guitar lick at the end. Like that. Like Bill and Ted style. Let's do it. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Side project, yes. We need a side project organizer. Or list or something. Listicle. Something. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Oh shit. If that commercial had been on when I was like a little kid, I would have felt so vindicated. I'm cool! Good night, man! What do you mean it's 2 in the afternoon? I'm cool! Oh, support side project manager? I'm just gonna make like vague question mark vowel consonant noise sounds. Alright, Alright, this surface cleaning thing is actually going decent. It could be better, but it's okay. It's acceptable. This should actually go inside of this and not on it. Aha! That's much better. Okay, cool. I love that your Tiny Jane voice is like a hamster person. It's the same as my Merlin voice. Yeah, it is. Merlin's voice is a little different, but it's close. I don't have a very profound repertoire of little Muppet tiny people voices. Tiny entity voices. I don't know. Okay. I have necklaces that I don't know what to do with, so I don't have a solution to necklaces is what I'm telling myself. Can I have a temporary solution to necklaces? Actually, hold up. This could work. I haven't started messing with this yet. Oh, but then it'll get tangled. I'm definitely going to use this for something, but I don't know what yet. I have a cool storage container thingy that I'm going to use. Oh, I wonder if I could put it in this. Ponder. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. Tiny Muppet hamster people, hell yeah! That's what's up. Very about it. You started laughing at the higher pitch voice? Yay! I can do them. I try not to overdo them because I don't think it's great for my vocal cords. But it's fun. Oh, man, my back is particularly itchy and I don't know why. Nah. Alright. Thinking. Yeah. I can put these in here. This is fine. Okay, I have a place I can put my necklaces. This is fine. Alright. Alright, we're at 1 hour left of this wonderful experience we're having. Thank you for coming, first of all. Just wanted to keep appreciating that, especially with the change of scenery. But yeah, it's gonna keep getting, it's gonna keep getting better. It's gonna keep reaching potentials that have not yet been realized, I believe. What about Muppets? Oh, I have a population of tiny Muppets that live in my brain. Definitely some of them are hamsters. I wonder if the Muppets have ever made a hamster. I wonder. But they would do a nice job of it. Like to see it. I appreciate that you can come to them. Yeah, and long term, like, I've said this a while back, so I'll just kind of bring this up now. I would really like for this peer support model to have multiple facilitators. So then, like, you can come to this stream, or you can come to another person's stream that's in our neighborhood of and like, yeah. So then there'd be potentially a lot of the day covered for different aspects of it, especially with the more like daily living skills stuff that I want to keep refining. So that's just something that would be nice on the horizon. Not necessarily in any particular kind of way do I think that should happen, but it would be neat to see if that could work. And then I could be hanging out in the chat sometimes too, right? That'd be cool. There is Henrietta Hamster. Oh, really? Why does that sound familiar? That sounds really familiar. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oh, it was Elmo's. Yeah. Henrietta Hamster looks hilarious. I want a Henrietta Hamster. Aww. Listen to this plot! She initially appears as a stuffed doll owned by Elmo. As he imagined his bed as a spaceship. Oh my god, I love this already. The kindness one. Oh my god. The doll comes to life and becomes Elmo's co-captain as they scour the universe to spread kindness. I had no idea about this. Oh my god. I want this. I want one. The kindness one. I'm collapsed. It's all over for me. My heart, my mind. Oh my. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for telling me that. That is absolutely delightful. Yay. Muppets are the best. Clearly. Inarguably. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna get up and keep working on this whole surfaces issue. I'm just sitting for a second because it feels nice. Oh, sitting. I'm thinking about Henry the Hamster. I need to watch that episode. Can we watch that episode in the Discord? Can we do a group watch episode thing together or something? You want to do that? Anyone want to do that? I want to do that. Telly Monster has a hamster named Chucky Sue? Aww. I feel like that is also perhaps something I knew, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Aw, Chucky Sue. Aw, look at Telly with Chucky Sue. I love it. Aw, look at it. Oh my god, it makes me so happy. Save image. Aww. I love it. Boop, 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 boop. I'm petting its head. Boop, 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 boop. Aww. So cute. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. Putting away necklaces. Oh, I think I have enough space for all my little necklaces in this little jewelry box. Perfect. I did it. Eh. Okay. Well, that's handy. Good for me. Good, good, good. Okay, progress. I'm making progress, y'all. Have y'all seen my Sesame Street backpack with Big Bird? Also, I'm gonna make a Big Bird outfit because I found a dress that looks like it reminds me of Big Bird. So great. We'll wear that at another time, but like I have to show you this. Okay. It's pretty great. Yeah, the emotes, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna put together a really fun date night Big Bird outfit, and I'm gonna go on a date with Kyle with it one day in the not too distant future. I've got the shoes for it. I gotta figure out like tights. That's the one thing I need to. Actually, do I have tights for it? I might. Oh, I might actually even have tights for it. Hold on, let me go look. I think I do. Where is that? I have to figure out where I put my tights. Thank you. I think it's pretty cool too. Where did I put my tights? I think at the bottom. No, where? Yeah, they are. I think they're in here. Okay, let's see. I think I do. Wait, let me look through my options here. Yeah, I think these would work. Oh my god, they're perfect. They are almost the exact pink. Oh, it's so funny. Hee hee. I've got my Big Bird date night. That's great. Ooh, do I have a yellow hair bow? I need to use that too. Ooh, yes, I sure do. I could use a big one, but I don't think I have a big yellow hair bow. But I also could get one. Yeah, we'll fix the emote situation with the Discord. It'll be a lot better. Also, I like people using the emotes after they've kind of gotten used to the whole, hieroglyphic language that we've invented around them. So it's more fun when it's a little more of an in-joke, Okay, we got, 45 minutes. We're doing really good. Okay, lots of time. Not bad at all. Okay. I was looking for this. Okay. I like this day a lot. HCAT is a good time. How's everybody's HCAT going? Is it good? I hope so. Yeah, is your HCAT going well? No is okay, but you can reflect on it too. Maybe there's something you'd like to do differently that you might have noticed if you ask yourself if it's going well. Honesty is good. Lazy is good too. That's important. Sometimes being lazy is the only way for things to make sense. Quote unquote lazy. I think we both have to read that laziness doesn't exist thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Put glasses away. Okay. This needs to move. I don't know where I'm gonna put these. Anything that I'm not really sure about, I'm just gonna allow it to have some wiggle room of being a mess right now. That's okay. Like, I don't know where some of this stuff should go. Oh, you're doing better with HCAT. Good. Almost done in time to try and go to the gym. Oh, awesome. Long drum core rehearsal. Ooh, drum corps. That's cool. I said that weird, didn't I? I'm physically, socially, emotionally drained. That's fair. That's cool, though. That's cool that you do that. Oh, I forgot to put this on the right thing. Sorry. There you go. I think lazy cares a lot of negative knowledge doesn't need. Yeah. Like, it can just try a state of rest, low effort, how many you take shortcuts and do as little as possible, and the effort of recuperation. Yeah, I think that's a good thing, too. I agree. You know, you have to rebuild. That's just normal. There's a stressor, your body's like, oh, I need to have something in place next time I meet this stressor. All right, I'll build it. And that takes, you know, energy to do. Especially if it's like a muscle and there's like little tiny micro tears and it needs to like fill back in with new proteins. Like, oh, our person is doing a thing. Well, shoot, it's not ready. Is our person ready to do that thing? No. Oh, we must correct this. What if the person wants to do the thing again? Well, that's just unacceptable. Let's make a new thing so the person can do the thing. Bodies are nice in that way. And many others, but that way's particularly cool. Thanks, body. Thanks, every cell inside of me, for being cool with that. Well, almost every cell. There's some other cells inside of me that maybe I can be a little more sus about. But yes. I don't know what I'm talking about. That metaphor went really weird because I was going for accuracy and I didn't like it. I was trying to just go positive and then I got negative, and I'm sorry. Say that in the majority of cases of chronic laziness, questioning is under stressors that they are incapable of rectifying. Yeah, so they can't recover and are in a constant state of demotivation and an overtaxed body budget. Yes. Yeah, so it's good to celebrate our body like being able to do that process, because the stressors are not actually overwhelming our abilities to adapt to the stressor. Like, we should have some time to adapt to the freaking stressor, you know what I mean? Come on now. Being suspicious of the time that we need to adapt to the stressor, that ain't cool at all. I reject this. Pardon me. Okay. Boop-a-doop. Alright, I kind of want to take a little bit of a break, but I think I can finish this one surface before I have to take a break. Okay, I'm gonna put something upstairs? Yes, hold on. Actually, before I go do that, I need to grab something. Okay, I have to put some dishes upstairs. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. Got a lot done. Taking kind of a mini break. Not a big break. Just a little bit of a break. I'll check my laundry. I think it's probably needing more drying because it was a big load. Okay, we got about 30 minutes left. Definitely. Okay. Why has it been a good time? Oh, nice. Awesome support. That sounds great. Great job. Support. Would tonight work for like friendship TV time night? Because I haven't had a chance to make it for a while when I had the opportunity to, but tonight I'm not doing anything. Nothing to obstruct it, basically. If it is possible. Well, that didn't work. Hold on. Can I stick this on here? That would be kind of cool. Maybe not. Oh, I think it does work. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Make that nicer later. Ah, secure. Cool. Beautiful. Guess that's fine. Oh, I could put my bag up here. This would be smart, actually. Makes a lot of sense. Sure, yes? Okay, great. Excellent. Yay. Awesome. I didn't know my Bob toy talks. I did not know that. Okay, well, I guess he'll hang out with me in my streaming area, and I can make Bob say things. I love Bob. Bob the Minion is amazing. Okay. Be right back. What? Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Anyways. Alright, folks. It's Sunday. Yes? Let's do a little reflection time. I got this from the book club thing that I'm in. What is a highlight of the past 7 days? Since last Sunday, basically. What was a highlight? Or what is the highlight, if you have to pick just one, I guess. It can be a combination of things that kind of work together. It doesn't have to be like one event per se. You could have just kind of a cluster of things that all have a connection of meaning and significance. My nose is leaking. Ooh, wow, that's a lot better. Yeah. Cool. Okay, looks good. I could put these over here for now. Whoa! Pokey! I didn't know you could play that at all. And you're learning to play it better? That's fire. That's awesome. I think you may be the only person I've ever actually known that can play the didgeridoo. That's dope. And Rowan says I put in some work to help. Sorry, rather moving away from a career that isn't rooting early. Yeah, that's a good one. That's great, Rowan. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, funny timing. No worries. I think the highlight of my week is going back to ballet after the day before seeing Giselle with a bucket list dancer, possibly the biggest bucket list dancer I had, playing my favorite role in my favorite ballet. And I went to take a ballet class, and then I called another studio that I am an alumni of and asked them about like what they got going for classes that I might be able to pop in, because I need to go to some Vaganova is what I yeah and just thanked them also in the voicemail. I was like, y'all were amazing to me. I got diagnosed with autism 3 years ago. Thank you for helping me to have my special interests be such a big part of my life. Still working on some cleaning, etc. and so forth. It's nice to see the colors that I really like, kind of just symbolizing the things that I'm doing in my life. I gotta take a picture of this, share it in the Discord, and then share it in general. Where's my phone? Did I plug it in? Oh, it's charging. Ha! Look at me! I'm even charging my phone. What? Who am I? I hardly know me. Just like, here, wait, let me put on this light and see the lights. Hey, where's the Imaginarium? Oh, there it is. I'll put it in, Housekeep-a-thon? Okay. Okay, go look at this for me for a second. Hold on. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, come look. Look at that. Look, first of all, this is the get it all together emotional baggage. That thing from Rick and Morty. Get your shit together. Get it all together. And put it in a backpack. All your shit so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, take it somewhere. You know, take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together. I got my little emotional baggage. That's my ballet bag. Yeah. I just like the colors. So delightful. Okay. It's all coming together. It's all coming up Millhouse. Alright. I got a bunch of surfaces cleared off, and then some of them reset to be more useful. We do a little bit more of that. I also have to grab my vacuum from upstairs, finally. I meant to do that like a week ago, and I didn't, so you know what, I'm gonna go do that right now. I'll be right back. Okay. I just had a flash of like assorted memories. You know, my extremely developed, apparently, what do you call it? Oh shoot, now I've already forgotten what it's called. Amazing. Something memory. It is the other kind than the one declarative, non-declarative, declarative. Okay, declarative memory. There we go. We got there. My declarative memory is helpful for making a bunch of associations very quickly as I'm walking by. And it led with the thought about, you know, something a vacuum, blah blah blah. It ended with the thought, God damn, I'm autistic. Am I ever? Just have, you know, my life flash before my eyes a little bit. It's like, God damn. Am I ever? Boy howdy. And how? Okay. Alright, this is a vast improvement. It could be better, but whatever. Vast improvement was all I was aiming for, and a vast improvement is what I got. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, I'm just gonna be like, good enough, whatever. Whatever! I don't want to do any more than that. And that's valid. / just what I'm gonna do, so there. Hardy har. Yeah, it's fine with me. Yeah. What is that? A cord? Huh? Oh, I have another extension cord. I didn't know that. Oh, don't feel bad for laughing. Yeah, never feel bad for laughing. I'm literally a clown. Like, I literally am an actual, like, you're supposed to. That's part of my function in the world, is to give you an opportunity to do that as needed. It's part of like, you know, my purpose in life. Somehow, some way. You don't pick clowning. Clowning picks you. So you're affirming that that is true. Thank you. The clown gods have their own way of determining. Yeah, my humor is absurdist. I think it's the Muppets. The Muppets, like, made me want to be a Muppet because it was closer to, like, me than other humans. So, yep. I got Muppet brain. Okay, hold on. Let me check my laundry. We'll have to have some Muppet emotes or emojis, whatever, on Discord at some point. Definitely need to up them up. Up them up. Did you see what I did there? Do you feel good about what I did there? Because I don't. Yay! Go bunny go! Yay, drawing! Drawing is fun. Drawing helps you to express how you feel and think. And this is wonderful. It is beautiful. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna have to take... Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the... There's a coat hanger in my bathroom I'm taking. Reclaiming. I thought I had more coat hangers than this, but I guess I don't. Confusing, but okay. This is a lot of progress. Even if there could be more, this is very good. I did good. There's a couple odds and ends that I'm continuing to do. Gets a little bit challenging to keep going, but you're like, okay, well, I can see I could do that. Fine. Might as if I can see it, I might as well. Hi, Merlin. Good boy. We got like 10 more minutes, so think about any last things that you might want to just run by your brain. See what opinion your brain has on throwing that in to the mix of things that you will have done by the end of those 10 minutes. And this time we've had together in general. It's just like, give your brain a chance to react to that. I'm gonna throw these in here too. Merlin, sniffing me. Like, hi, I'm gonna smell your calf. It's gonna be very sudden. And you'll be like, ah, what was that? Nah. I love you, Merlin. Okay, I got shirts. I'm not worrying about them right now. Sigh. So yeah. Again, feeling good about this move over to this YouTube thing. And again, thinking about like, yeah, not everyone's gonna understand what I'm about, but I've had a better time with the people that did understand what I'm about, or even if they didn't fully get it, like, still could roll with how I think and what I want to do. I'm like, dope. I think being criticized for no good reason is dumb. And yeah, I'm cool off that. I'm cool. No thank you. And that, in my experience, something that Twitch is infested with, like some sort of zombie pathogen. So, Nope. I'm cool without that. Oh, Merlin's making barking noises. What's up, Merlin? What is it? Wanna go outside? Okay. Alright. Let's see here. What else do I need to do before this is over? I mean, there's a couple other... a few other pieces of clothes there. But I just don't... I don't think I care. Merlin wants to play. Aw. I'm not quite done though, buddy. Ow! Ah, I just slammed something on my hand. It wasn't bad. It could have been worse, but like, ow. But still, that did not feel good. Yeah. Merlin. Oh, it's raining. Oh, buddy. Oh, no, it's raining, Merlin. No, 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 don't go out in the rain. Okay, wait, I have to get him. Merlin, want to play inside? Oh, buddy, it's okay. Why don't we play inside? Come inside. Inside. Let's play inside. Yeah, we can play inside. Oh, no, it's raining. Well, I was going to take Merlin out, but that ain't happening. It's too rainy. Oh, well. I forgot about that. I even knew that was coming, and yet there goes my brain. Good boy, Merlin. Such a fun boy. I love my dog. Merlin's cool. Also, did I have a question? Oh, I don't remember. Oh well, doesn't matter. Nah. Just keep doing what you gotta do, folks. Actually, I do have a question. Now that I'm out of that, like, zombie apocalypse, zone, I have a question for people that have been doing APS at all for any length of time. Like, even just like the HCAT. Basically, the HCAT is part of APS. Before APS, did you feel more alone? And if there has been a change, is it possible to describe it? And if it's possible, would you mind doing that? And how would you describe it in all those if-those, in all those if-thens? Conditionals. If all those conditions are met, where does that leave you? Can you describe? And I'll kind of end with that, I think. Whoopsie. Okay, I go look. Hi, Merlin. It's been a weird thing, though, for me. I started the Asher discard and antidepressant all around the same time, so I'm not sure what's affected by what. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's not the worst problem to have, you know what I mean? When you have a lot of positive variables to consider, that's good. It's like, well, let's just be happy we got a cluster of good things happening. That's rad. on the beginning of what hopefully is a positive shift in my life after a history of negative. Okay, so we will see. Yeah, well, so I'm going to offer a reframe, or an option to reframe. The negative manipulative habits thing, it's like, if that was your only coping strategy available, it's like, is it a habit or is it just like the only option that there was? And you had to pick something because nothing was not an option at all. Yeah, that wasn't gonna, you needed to cope. So just remembering that can be helpful, I think. To let yourself know that like you can trust yourself, especially if that kind of coping mechanism was in play, that can like undermine your sense of trust in yourself. So I just wanted to emphasize that too. Well, that's yeah, so in my opinion, so coping mechanisms to me are not always trauma informed. I think sometimes a coping technique or a coping method, it comes from this issue of your brain not having other available options because of being impaired. So do you see what I'm saying? So it's like if X through, you know, Z is blocked off because of impairment, then it's not even going to be on the table, and X through Z may be the most common healthy coping skills that are taught, so they're the easiest ones to learn about. And if you have no access to them, then you have an issue. Oh, autism peer support. Yeah, that's just the acronym. The best, what do you describe? Being seen, validated, and accepted for who I am, and embracing my ASD for all the positives. Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. I'm really glad to hear that, and also it helps me to know your experience. Yeah. Yeah, I think we haven't had a great chance to cultivate who we are, like, or cultivate a deep sense of who we are. Yeah, I've done to catch myself old habits. Well, yeah, and that's definitely a process, but even catching yourself, it's like, that's cool that you can trust yourself to catch yourself. You see what I'm saying? I just want to emphasize that, because the nature of having coping mechanisms that have a manipulative aspect to them is it can kind of be internalized as like, oh, people cannot trust me, I cannot trust myself, and trust is going to be fundamental to building that positive self-worth and getting on a nice upward trajectory for how you're feeling about your own progress, like being like, yeah, I can rely on this person that I am becoming, and I also can rely on something that I always have been, right? This really beautiful sense of like redemption. That sounds reasonable to me. Yeah, you mean that involves doing self-regulation? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what's up. That is phenomenal, Shade. Times of solitude are essential to learning and growing. And those are the times when we work on self-regulatory skills. The only time we can. That's when we work on them and build them. They get tested when we're not by ourselves and we still have to self-regulate. You see? When we're on our own, that's when we can build them and we can tinker with them. Hey, let's read a quote from Mr. Rogers and then we'll head out. On solitude. Oh, right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that notification bell. Ding, ding, whatever. Mr. Rogers says that solitude is different from loneliness, and it doesn't have to be a lonely kind of thing. In fact, here.
It's a lonely thing to think you might do something that might make someone very mad. It's a lonely thing to think you might hurt someone, and that someone might be your mom or dad, someone you like very much. It's so lonely. It's so lonely. It's a very lonely, lonely kind of thing. Lonely. It's so lonely. It's a very lonely, lonely kind of thing. Did you ever feel that way?
There you go. All right, folks. Oh, let me read one more thing, and then we'll cap that up. Here. Six basic necessities of learning from Fred Rogers. The last one is times of solitude. Here's a gift you may not have expected. It's a gift for you to give yourself. Sometime in your day-to-day, try to turn off all the noises you can around you and give yourself some quiet time. In the silence, let yourself think about something, or if possible, think about nothing. Fred Rogers. This is a deep and simple wish from Fred, and we wish it for you, that today you will give yourself the gift of a quiet moment. Know that this is an essential gift for children too. We all have inner children, by the way. Fred saw solitude as one of the 6 basic necessities for being able and ready to learn. You do not need to fill a day with activities and lessons and stimulation. When you can pause and be alone with your thoughts, you will be able to learn more about who you are, and you will be ready to learn about others and the world. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sayana. I appreciate you being here very, 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 very much, and I'm happy to be able to help in some way. Okay, I'll be back Monday. Same place, ring bell, whatever, subscribe to the comments, I don't know. And I'll be back, at 8 in the morning. Goodbye. I appreciate you too. See you, everybody. Let's make the most of this beautiful day, even though it's raining and whatever. Wait a second. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Thanks for being my neighbor. I don't know how to end this stream. Stop